why you should complain about indigestion.
I've made soothing noises all through lunch, and what I'm still getting is the emotional version of one sour marriage at a fairly high pitch.
Because I'm angry and disgusted, and I still cannot believe it.
Lady Rochester, shall we start on the facts we can use, not just the feelings we can sympathise with?
But I've told you.
Yes, so let's see if I've got it right. You were married in December 1968, an occasion I remember through a haze of private gin fumes.
Liar, you were in court.
You and I were always a movable feast. You agreed to separate from Lord Rochester in July 1970, amicably.
He sent me flowers. I still live in his London flat.
And the deal was you divorce him after 2 years.
Under the new law, yes.
Irretrievable breakdown of marriage, where the degrees get dished out like bus tickets.
He said it would be the decent thing to do.
And now he's welched. He's divorcing you, and the petition cites 3 specific acts of adultery before the separation. True or false, Sarah?
False. Why? His bloody reputation, the stinking Rochester name.
I wouldn't know. Some of it. It's more likely to be money. It usually is. If you add up what Rochester's worth, it'll run into millions. And you're entitled to a sizable chunk of it. Unless he can prove guilt, and some ancient judge acts on it still, then it'll be less.
David, I really tried to make that marriage work. You know that. You know me.
Yes, love, I know.
It all started when there weren't any children. Oh, and that cow of a Dowager mother of his reciting pedigrees. She was away when we separated.
And now he's welched.
I can't let him. I won't. I want to defend, cross-petition, something.
With what?
I don't know. Sidney Bulmer can find out.
Sidney Bulmer's been in Australia for 6 months, watching his grandchildren get sunburned as they eat their Christmas pudding.
Well, I'll find somebody.
Now, you may not have to. We're interviewing another ex-policeman called Clegg this afternoon.
And I know I'm being followed.
I doubt it. Except by imagination.
David, I didn't do anything wrong.
Love, they're the saddest words in the language. Because all too often they're true, and it never makes a damn bit of difference.
Be a pity to sell her, my lord.
She were always Lady Rochester's favourite.
Well, that's beside the point now. She's too light to hack, and we can't breed from her. All she does is to eat and get fat. Jonquil. It's a damn silly name for a horse anyway.
And it's the wrong time of the year to sell.
Nonsense, Bradshaw. Try the Gilesworth ring. It's full of gullible tradesmen's widows who look like balloons in breeches, but they'll buy anything on 4 legs. Or 2, come to that. Get landed out, will you? What do you think, Jeremy?
I'm just a pallid city solicitor. All I know about horses is that when I get near one, it treads on my foot.
I suppose you dress up like that to frighten them.
No, only judges. My working uniform.
So start working. When's my divorce coming through?
Simon, I've already told you. It'll be as early as we can get it.
Well, talk to somebody. Get us to the top of the list. Is that snooper still on the job?
They're called inquiry agents. And yes, I have Donovan's latest report here with me now.
Well, that's costing a fortune as well, just seeing what she's up to. I thought all you had to do nowadays was to sign a form.
The form has to have the right words on it.
Well, that's your job. All I've ever wanted in this life's my own way.
With this record, Mr. Clegg, I'm surprised you decided to leave the police force early. An inspector, 3 commendations.
Well, the commendations don't mean too much, Mr. Castleton, except a tendency to take a chance. If they come off, you're commended. If not, you're carpeted. Back to the big helmet and keeping football crowds in order. I was lucky.
Not the way I heard it.
Really?
And you checked on us.
Routine. I'm not Sidney Bulmer. He's a hard man to follow. He's a smooth copper. I'm not. He's fraud squad. I'm CID. He's bright. I plod.
He's also the reason you're sitting here.
Oh, yeah?
Then why us, Mr. Clegg?
I suppose it's the framework, still the law. The way I've worked for 25 years. Once a copper, always a copper. And the job here was good enough for Sidney Bulmer.
Let's give it a trial. 6 months?
On both sides. Well, if you're bothered about why I retired early, Mr. Castleton, it's simple. I was an inspector who was never going to make superintendent.
When can you start?
Tomorrow.
Good. We're handling the divorce of a Lady Rochester. We need to know the life and times of Lord Rochester very quickly. So your first job's private inquiry agent.
I'll wear my dirty raincoat. Good night, Mr. Castle. Good night.
I think it'll be very good.
Yes, I just hope he appreciates there are certain differences between his old job and this one.
Hello, David Mann. Who? What? Oh, what the hell are you doing in my flat? Yes, I'll get there as soon as I can.
I'm sorry, Mr. Maine isn't here at the moment. Yes, I am expecting him. Yes, of course. Yes, I've got that. It's about the completion. Yes, Mr. Pringle, I'll see he telephones you. Goodbye. Did you see him?
Yes.
Now do you believe me?
How'd you get in?
The porter remembered me.
Yeah, he would. Dirty mind and a little black book. Well, you weren't very bright coming here on your own.
One advantage of a clear conscience.
Yeah, not for me. You're a client now.
I know. But I had to. And now you believe me.
Yes, I know who he is. Major Donovan. Your husband's spending a lot of money.
He would be a major.
He's also about the best there is, like your husband's solicitors.
Oh, that's Simon. That's the family motto. Nothing but the best. Donovan's still a grubby little man. Oh, and somebody called Pringle rang you, panicking about a completion.
I've forgotten.
Taking on too much as usual. I'll get it.
No. No, it's all right. Hilary Nash, Lady Rochester.
We've met. How are you?
What a pretty coat.
Sorry I'm late, David. I haven't been here before, and I'm not used to London one-way systems.
I'll get ready.
Monastic, isn't it? But then, David and creature comforts have always been incompatible.
I have noticed he's usually busy.
Be difficult not to. And I can tell you exactly what you'll find in that kitchen. Bacon, some rather old eggs, wrap processed cheese, crisp bread, and enough coffee for a hut full of lumberjacks. I used to work for David.
Yes, he told me.
Drinks are down there. Help yourself. The glasses may be a bit dusty.
No thanks, David. I must be going. Don't forget to ring Pringle about the completion. And leave the answering machine on.
It's like being a doctor.
It's worse. None of my crises ever dies.
Bye, Mrs. Nash. Nice to have met you again.
Bye, Sarah. I'll be in touch. Oh, Sarah! Don't get tricky with Donovan. Drive carefully.
I always do.
Doesn't strike me as an impulsive lady.
I reckon she's annoyed.
You must know her quite well.
I used to. But that was in another country.
And they do say travel broadens the mind.
Don't be so bloody saucy. Where'd you like to eat?
Somewhere quiet. You look weary.
That's a legal racket for you. You should see the Lord Chief Justice.
For a minute there, you sounded just like your mother.
And she used to worry about you even in her sleep.
Cost me a lot of money in bedtime drinks, did your mother?
And she needed to worry. So do I. If the bank should call the overdraft, what are you going to use for working money?
Faith, hope, charity, and 5 aces. No, my credit's good. And it's only until this estate business is settled.
That's why David's driving down.
He's too busy for this. This is peanuts.
No, it isn't. And he needs the fresh air.
Now, don't try mothering the two of us. You're in the wrong set of cribs, him and me.
Harry.
Hello, David.
You look like something out of the Grapes of Wrath.
Somebody's got to work, you know.
Tea, David.
No, give him a gin. It's late enough, and with the mood you're in, he's going to need it.
You could be right. We both will. I've talked to Henry Castles, and he's given me the rough figures on death duties for Richard's estate. When Hilary's husband died, he owned half this farm and its assets.
I know that. I gave them to him.
On current valuation, his share's worth $73,000 plus insurance. No wills, no loopholes, and there's about $25,000 owing in death duties.
How much?
Just over $25,000.
My God, they pick the bones clean, don't they? Death and bloody taxes. The only racing certainties in life. You work for 30 years, you pay tax on every stinking pound you earn. They chisel you, you save some, you keep working. And then you die and the bloody government crawls in like harvest rats and takes the rest. This farm owes 25,000 quid because all somebody did was die.
Facts of life, Harry. Nobody ever called them fair.
I reckon you've been asking a lot of questions about Lord Rochester.
Another tomato juice, please.
All the way from London. They reckon you're a policeman.
Do they? I don't remember saying that.
You haven't said you weren't.
So how do you know I'm not?
Because I'm not bothered.
I can see that.
You got a return ticket to London?
No, I always buy singles. You never know when you might like somewhere well enough to stay for a while.
Not here.
We'll see. Tell your friends stop scowling.
He might ask you to step outside for that.
Most amateurs do. You don't talk about fights. You start them.
Ah, there you are, Bradshaw. The delegation, I see. Oh, dear, and our inquisitive friend.
Just chatting, my lord.
Of course. Thank you, Bradshaw.
Yes, sir. Next time.
That was impressively feudal.
Was it? I didn't notice. What are you up to, anyway?
Thank you. When you arrived, your retainers are offering to find out whether I was a policeman or not. Loyalty, I suppose.
Quite natural. In the days when boxing was boxing and not just a sweaty excuse for gambling as it is now, there was a bare-knuckled pugilist called Bendigo. He was buried in Nottingham, of all places, with a lion over his grave. My great-grandfather was one of his backers.
Interesting.
I think so. In one match, he fought the Tipton Slasher. By the 56th round, Bendigo was blinded in both eyes. He merely turned to my great-grandfather and said, "Pray direct me towards my opponent, my lord, that I may strike him on your behalf."
It's a good story.
And perhaps some indication of the loyalty we attract.
But always with somebody else getting blinded for it.
And always by choice. It may bewilder you, but if you have any questions to ask me, you would be well advised to ask them direct. You have my telephone number, and I presume you know how to make an appointment.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Oh, and speaking of loyalty, Mr. Clegg, you know, of course, that my wife was once the enthusiastic mistress of your own employer, David Maine. No? Oh, dear. But there's my own mamma says. There's no good conversation without a little indiscretion.
The only sign of you in Leeds these days is a name on the door and an empty armchair in the club.
It was your option, my dear. A partnership involving Leeds only. Let me get on with it, you said.
You can be so Victorian.
Yes. And now you're beginning to miss me.
Yes again, which you very well knew. You know, you could be turning into an old con man.
Perhaps I was once a young con man. No. Pity. Now, Margaret, it won't be much longer. It's mostly Law Society Council, and we're very busy. Oh, and David has asked me to handle the probate as a personal favour of the estate of Hilary Nash's late husband.
Well, why can't he deal with it himself? Why can't you?
Hilary's better at it, and I've got 400 hop files of my own. Perhaps you can help your father on it. Speed it up.
On a split fee to the Leeds office, of course.
You're getting grasping. You'll be keeping threepenny bits in the mattress next.
Well, at this rate, I'll never have any time to spend them.
We're all busy, Margaret. It's all urgent.
There have been 4 telephone calls from Lady Rochester.
Yes, that's business. I wish you'd taken somewhere else.
Why? Apart from the usual feminine instinct to scratch eyes out.
No, not that. Rochester's estates cover my part of the world. There's a lot of work to be had there. Why risk it for a tuppenny-halfpenny divorce? That's all.
If St. George sees her coming, he'd better duck.
It's a subject I'd like to comment on too, David. I know Rochester, and I know, if you will forgive me, of your own rather close involvement with Sarah.
Long gone, Henry. Over and done with. The day is gone, and all its sweets are gone. Vanished unseasonably at close of eve.
I hardly think Keats is any guide to professional conduct, especially in this situation and what has gone before.
I know that.
Good. So watch the rules, David. Play by them very carefully. I have an instinct that this particular game is dangerous.
I'll go and see the bank manager and the accountant. Oh, it won't hurt to rattle them a bit. And then I'll go and see my father. Oh, thank you for the coffee, Mrs. Nash.
Pleasure.
See you, Margaret.
She's nice.
Good at her job, too.
Good enough not to get tough with it. Not easy for a woman.
There's no need. She's got me to kick the furniture when necessary.
Still wish you'd handle this, David.
Hilary, I've explained about wills and probate and death duties. It's the fustian side of the law, the excitement over minute detail, the refusal to be bored. It's tooth-comb time, and Henry's brilliant at it. I'm not.
Besides, it might interfere with the image. Swinging young solicitor, eligible bachelor pad, a playmate to titled ladies.
What the hell did I do to deserve that?
You were the nearest, that's all. I'm sorry, David. I can't tell Harry. He's trying to hide his own troubles.
Can't tell him what?
About ghosts.
Makes sense.
You know, when Richard was killed, I was guilty. I felt
Yes,
guilty.
we've been through all that. A lot of it was self-pity. So dry your eyes on your apron and keep talking.
For 2 years, Richard had been going to Scotland. About every 3 months. Shooting, fishing. He left his gear up there. Guns, tackle, he said it was easier. Well, we needed money, so I phoned the hotel. Could we have the gear back, and we could sell it? It was about £600 worth, according to Richard.
Yeah, what'd the hotel say?
They asked me how I was. They asked me when we were going again. And they called me Mrs. Nash. And I have never been there. There wasn't any gear. They commented on it. Pulled my leg about second honeymoons.
So, it was another Mrs. Nash. At least he signed the register in his right name. I suppose a little hanky-panky in the heather cook count is a legitimate outdoor sport.
Perhaps in your world, David. Not in mine. You know, Richard would come back, and for a few days he'd laugh more than usual, sing a bit. He'd bring back grouse or salmon trout. I'd cook them, tell him how clever he was. All he'd done was stop at a fishmonger's on his way home.
Have that much consideration. Look, I'll desert for a couple of hours. Take you down the pub. You can beat me at darts and I'll pay your pork pie. And I won't pretend I caught it myself, okay?
And you At twilight comes love's old.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
I work for David May. My name's Clegg.
Oh. It's all right, Billings, thank you.
He did telephone the office to confirm you had an appointment with me.
But I didn't.
There's one in my diary. I put it there.
You will now provide a very good reason for snooping around here.
Just proving it was possible.
Why?
Because I'm the second snooper. The first was your husband's, a Major Donovan. Ex-Army intelligence and inquiry agent to the very best people.
How did he get in?
He probably used your husband's key. And Donovan knows his business. Want to see? There are 4 microphones. One from the kitchen, well, nothing like chat over a cosy breakfast. One just under the mantelpiece in front of the fire, which makes sense, especially with a hearthrug like that. One over the entrance door. Check on visitors, see what kind of greeting they get. And the bedroom, naturally enough. All nicely wired, back of radiators, up curtain rails, along plumbing. Some in duplicate. Expensive. Done by an expert in about 3 days' work. Lady Rochester, any flats in this building empty?
Oh, the one upstairs was leased for a while. I didn't see anybody.
They're not likely to. Tape recorders aren't very sociable.
It's all so dirty. I just didn't think he'd do this.
Oh, he didn't. He just signs the checks and talks about loyalty.
It's still dirty.
It's happening, and it won't go away. Lady Rochester, what about these acts of adultery before the separation?
For your own sake, I would rather not have heard that.
And I'd rather have the answer.
There weren't any, none at all.
I have to ask this. You're quite sure?
I am very sure.
And since?
None of your damn business.
It wasn't any of Donovan's, but he'll know, and I'd like to know as much as he does. The only difference is I don't enjoy it. Well?
Yes.
How many? More than one?
Yes.
Any of them married?
Yes.
Christ.
Mr. Clegg, I am not interested in your moral judgment.
I wasn't making any. I was counting evidence.
But whatever happened since the separation, before it, I was guilty of nothing.
I believe you. No hotels?
No.
Chambermaids get bribed and registers get faked?
He wouldn't do that.
You think he'd do this? Well, use your telephone.
Oh, I just want to get this place fumigated.
I'll help. Free. Oh, good afternoon. I'm speaking on behalf of Rendell and Baber. We're Lord Register's accountants. You handle his overseas travel. I'd be grateful if you could confirm a figure for me. The account is for the first 6 months of 1970. Yes, I'll hold.
Why do you want that?
Well, I shall need times and places. Hello, yes? Yes, £843, thank you. Where was that? Copenhagen, Hamburg, Paris, yeah. And the dates? Thank you. Thank you. No query, just a mix-up in our filing. Yes, I'm much obliged. Lucky old us. Every one of them a trip to some contortionist paradise. All tastes catered for.
You said they were business trips.
Well, now we'll find out what happened when the offices closed and the action started.
Sir Jocelyn, if your clerk is too lethargic to call a messenger, I suggest he has no business working for a barrister. And in future, I'd rather you did not accuse this practice of inadequate courtesy. Good day. Where have you been?
Speaking to the registers, Lord and Lady.
Why didn't you ring in?
I did, 3 times. You weren't here.
Any good?
Could have been better. Mr. Maine, I don't like being made to look stupid.
Nobody does.
So I don't like finding out that you and Lady Register are a good deal more than friendly, especially when Lord Register's telling me. Using words like enthusiastic mistress. I'd rather you tell me yourself.
Not untied your shoelaces and washed behind your ears. You were supposed to be a good detective, now we know you are. Fine. Your dignity's injured. In this business, there are times when you can't afford any. It only looks gentlemanly from the outside. Lesson 1.
All right, I've learned it. I see what they mean about you.
Drink?
Do I look that bad?
You've been talking to those two. Weak tea won't do you much good.
You might need one, too.
Oh?
Lord Register thinks he's the CIA. Full surveillance for over a year. His wife's flat's wired for sound by experts. I had to ask her about gentlemen callers.
Was there one?
More than one. What I still have to find out is, were you there, and if so, when and what for?
Why didn't you ask Lady Rochester?
You pay my wages. I'm old-fashioned that way.
Well, unless you needed to smother it.
Something like that.
Okay, my turn for injured dignity. No, I wasn't there.
The scale of death duties is quite firmly laid down. The duty on this is up to 65%.
65%?
Yes. Now, I estimate the duty payable at £24,475, even after the widow's allowance, plus, of course, legal fees.
You take it all so bloody calmly. Is this what a man works for? The price of a funeral and one shout of drinks all round? What's he supposed to leave to his kids?
I've looked at the cash balance, current assets, property. I've listed parcels of land you might be able to sell to meet the duty.
No, Mr. Castleton.
By God, no. This is a market garden. It's one piece. It ticks like a watch because that's how I built it. Glass, roads, shed, soil, put together so it works. You can't take bits away.
Oh, it was planned too well. You can't sell any of it.
Amen to that. Do you know how it all started? The last tenner of my gratuity. On a 40-to-1 chance, the year Pearl Diver won the Derby. And a lot of sweat since.
I can sympathize with the feeling, Mr. Selby. But sooner or later, the money has to come from somewhere.
We're not selling land, and that isn't sentiment, it's economics. We'd have the local farmers as buyers, grasping, opportunist and shrewd. And they all know Harry's in trouble.
But you still have more than £25,000 to find.
There are other assets. When I became bored with being a young married woman, I set up 2 florist shops. I know about flowers. We grow them. Big career.
And they don't form part of the estate.
They do now, and they're both on good leases. So would you sell them, please?
Hello, my lady. It is nice to see you again.
Thanks, Sam. How is everything?
Fair. That's about all. They're selling junk, though. Is that why you've come down?
No. I wish it were.
Can I do anything?
There's a man called Donovan in a car outside. If he's trespassing, you could see how far you can throw him.
I'm afraid I can't do that, my lady. I've seen him here before. He's on business for his lordship.
Oh, hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. If it's about that lightweight mare of yours, you could have telephoned. It would have saved you the drive.
No, it's about a different sort of animal.
Please be careful what you say, Lady Rochester. And does David Maine know you're here?
No. Can I talk to you?
There's no point, darling. We've been through all that official reconciliation rigmarole, party of the first part, blah, blah, blah. He was there.
Just to talk. Please.
Simon.
Oh, if you like. I don't know what all the fuss is about. Oh, do stop wet nursing me, Jeremy, and go away. Well, Sarah?
I want you to go back to what we agreed. Separation by consent. You can bring the petition if you like.
I can't. Jeremy's worked it all out. With Mamma, mainly. You got up to a spot of acrobatics, and the old judge says, tut, tut, naughty, naughty. And doesn't charge me so much. Besides, it's better for your successor. Oh, I know it's a lot of old gossip column hypocrisy, darling, but that's the form. Anyway, what's the sweat about?
Because it's important to me. Because you've got a whole lot more surrounding your future than I have. And because it's untrue.
Well, you can't prove that.
I don't want to have to try. I just want some sort of clean slate, even in this not very particular world we move in. Do you remember Fiona?
Hmm? Oh, yes. Contributor to the United Nations. The more members, the better.
You used to say that she was the only mattress ever dressed by Balenciaga.
Well, it was only a joke. It doesn't matter.
It matters to me. I don't want that.
curious middle-class idea.
I am middle class.
That's what Mamma always said.
Please, Simon.
I'm sorry, darling. It's up to the legal whizzes now. Heretofore, where is much, notwithstanding, and all that crap. I pay them to do the bargaining. I only expect results.
What did she want?
I don't know. I couldn't make it out. It's a pity about Sarah. I rather like her.
You did what?
It all seems so simple. Simon and I used to be able to just talk, to explain. It was one of the good things. I suppose I should have known better. When the Rogesters make up their minds, you don't beat them.
Not outside a court of law, you don't. Drink?
Gloomy Thursday. Do you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to pack an overnight bag and just drive. Head for the Ring of Bells.
Oh, with a sheet smell of lavender and a quiet blackbird wakes you up. It's a nice thought.
It's not a thought, it's an offer.
And you don't mean it?
No. I don't know. I did once.
Long time ago, when you wanted something that wasn't there. Second best, me.
I should have settled for it.
You couldn't. I wouldn't let you.
Not my day for comfort.
Listen, the fastest way to go out of business as a solicitor is to chase the lady clients around the filing cabinets, and you're a client now. It was different when you were a secretary.
Wasn't it, though?
Let's face it, Major, we are just the messenger boys.
Speak for yourself.
I want some information. You have it. If you won't give it to me, I shall make some telephone calls to some old friends.
In the police force?
That's right. Hey, big ears. You'll polish that table to death.
What happens after the phone call?
A charge of illegal entry, perhaps, to plant microphones.
With a key. And the flat in Lord Rochester's name. Don't try it.
Then theft. Some of Lady Rochester's valuables are missing.
She should report it.
She will, if she has to.
No, Mr. Clegg. It's not on.
Oh, that's just the official bit. Routine. The informal bits where you really feel the squeeze. Oh, you employ 11 men. They all drive. So do you. After the phone calls, every time one of you gets into a car, there'll be an infringement. Every time one of you spends 10 minutes on a street corner, it will be loitering with intent.
You really think you can do that?
I've seen it done, Major. Take bets. I can do it. It'll be easy compared to the trouble I took to dig up his lordship's overseas exercises.
What do you want to know?
The divorce petition cites 3 acts of adultery.
Yes.
I want the names of the witnesses. Chambermaids, receptionists, whoever.
Why?
I want to talk to them. Find out the price. See, I happen to believe Lady Rochester. I think any evidence you've got's been fabricated.
Of course. You would.
So I shall find the characters concerned and lean a little.
As you will on me, unless I cooperate.
That's about it.
A bargain. A large whiskey for my friend. Oh, and I'll have the same. Mr. Clegg, you were a good policeman. What you're doing now is behaving like one. But the job's changed. And the rules are very, very different. How long have you been with men?
2 weeks.
And does he know you're here?
I should think so.
That means the answer is no. What you have just done in this conversation is an attempt to influence or intimidate witnesses. At best, a serious professional misconduct. At worst, a criminal conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. You'd better look for another job, Mr. Clegg. In either case, David Maine is certain to be struck off. He'll be lucky not to go to prison. I can't wait to testify.
More lead weights for the shroud?
Don't be ghoulish, Jeremy. It's too early.
Naval expression, burial at sea.
I prefer other naval expressions. Other navals come to that.
Anyway, this clinches it. Someone claiming to represent your accountants telephoned your travel agent, obviously Clegg. He also posed as a policeman, and now intimidation.
According to Donovan.
And in front of witnesses.
Maine must have had a breakdown.
If he knew about it at all.
That makes absolutely no difference.
So Maine could be struck off.
Oh, yes, very much so, and deserves to be.
I don't see that. All Maine's got to do is deny it.
He can't. He's a solicitor. Simon, he's an officer of any court he stands up in, strapped down by rigid rules of professional conduct in everything he does. If facts exist, he'll be forced to admit them.
Well, he may not have known what this chap, Clegg, was up to.
No excuse. He's fully responsible for the actions of any employee. We had a managing clerk once who embezzled £15,000 of clients' money. My father had to make it good out of his own pocket.
So Maine will be struck off.
On these facts, he'll be lucky not to go to prison for conspiracy.
We'd better get on with it, then. There'll be a report to file quickly.
No, not for a while.
Why not?
We can act immediately with the complaint, but there's no profit in that. In my opinion, we ought to wait until the divorce hearing. Perhaps talk privately beforehand. If used properly, these facts could enable us to dictate our terms for the divorce. Let's not forget that this is our chief concern.
I accept the reasons for doing what you did, Mr. Clegg. What I find unforgivable is that I was not consulted about the methods. This is a practice of law, not the basement bar in some informer's pub.
But I don't see it. They can creep around with tape recorders, pinch letters, and get away with it.
Sometimes, and if proven, but always as private individuals, never as lawyers or the employees of lawyers.
If I can just get those names off Donovan, then we're in the clear. I can prove that hotel evidence was fabricated.
And that's about our only chance.
But it wasn't.
What?
It wasn't fabricated.
But you said...
I know what I said. I was telling lies, David. I thought it might help.
But I believed you. That's why I leaned on
Yeah,
Donovan.
all right, Mr. Clegg, thank you.
How bad is it?
And for you, once Donovan gives evidence, Rochester can divorce you on pretty well any terms he wants to name.
No, for you.
Not good. For sale, one brass nameplate and an ex-solicitor. You stupid little conniving... You were here for 4 years! Didn't you learn any better about the law?
That was why I thought if I admitted adultery, I wouldn't have a chance to defend. Besides, I didn't want to tell you. I don't know why.
Well, you could have done. I'm sorry I shouted.
For 1.5 years, I was being treated like some animal to breed from. And where was love? After that, I couldn't tell you.
Now, don't do it. I saw you work at those shops. It wasn't a hobby, it wasn't egg money.
Father, you don't have any say anymore. I'm sorry. I'm selling them.
If you say so. Thanks. I'll talk to David Maine about this. I'll sue the pair of you. Turning your father into a lodger must be a crime.
Well, get my father to represent you. He's the crafty one on a woman's place in the universe. Like most men, he wants it both ways. Gets a bit smug about his bright career lady solicitor daughter 1 minute, and then the next you find him looking in toy shops to see what he'd buy for his grandchildren, if he had any.
How do you feel about it?
I don't know. Haven't been a real career lady long enough to find out. I'll pick your brains on it sometime.
Anytime.
Mr. Castleton, I would fully understand if you preferred not to listen to what I have to say.
Thank you. I would rather remain.
As you wish. I'm forced to make certain allegations against one of your employees, Mr. Maine, which renders you culpable of gross professional misconduct. Can you deny this?
I can't deny any of the facts, as you well know. May I ask when you intend to act on these allegations?
In their proper context, the divorce hearing of Rochester versus Rochester, on which, I may say, my client's still prepared to discuss terms. Informally, of course.
Of course. I'd be glad if you'd arrange an appointment.
My secretary will telephone you.
There's no way out of this one, David.
If there is, I can't see it. Oh, Henry, thanks for the support.
The principles are in common. We elect to become lawyers, We are, therefore, the victims of our responsibilities.
You asked for the life and times of Lord Rochester. Here it is, the unexpurgated version. That just about wraps it up. I'll clear my desk now.
Why bother to do this at all?
Habit. Finish the job. I'd like to say I'm sorry, Mr. Maine. I just didn't know. And ignorance is no excuse.
You will stay in this office. If you want to give notice, I shall ask you to reconsider. Until I'm struck off, there's too much work to do. Yes.
Lady Rochester to see you, sir.
Send her in. Good morning, Lady Rochester. Trust you slept well?
You should know. You poured enough drink into me.
Quicker than sympathy and kinder than hitting you over the head. Besides, it stopped you weeping.
I still woke up alone.
Taxi driver was surprised, too. Only 5 minutes waiting time on the clock. One complication at a time, love. I'm not Houdini.
So thank you. And you're the one who needs help.
They may rattle collection boxes on street corners for me.
Don't be flip, David. You're in trouble and I put you there. As a client, I'm entitled to instruct you. Right?
With certain qualifications.
Don't hedge. Oh, here's the report on some tests that Clegg wanted made. Now, this is what you will do. You will go to my husband, Lord Rochester, with full authority to accept absolutely any conditions he cares to make. No defence, no cross-petition, nothing. He can have anything he wants. If he gets his own way, there's just a chance that he'll drop this professional misconduct thing.
Yes, my lady. Just one small point, called duty to client.
Don't be obstinate this time, David. Please.
I'm grateful for the offer.
So accept it. If only for me.
You changed the sheets, I hope.
Oh, no. David? Margaret says you have problems.
Hasn't everybody?
Not like being struck off.
It happens unless I can sort it out. Hey, I'll do that.
Stay where you are. I'm quite capable of pouring drinks. You and I aren't very good at accepting help, are we?
Well, why should we be? It works.
The same defense mechanism. My friend Julia, your ex-wife, told me that anything and everybody in your life would always come second to the law. Her, your children, everything.
Which is true.
She didn't tell me why.
Love, the books are impersonal. They're easier to read than people, especially people close to you. And they don't need explanations. They don't ask for some woman's magazine set of emotions that might or might not be there. It's simple. It's just the law.
I know some of it. I've seen you do it. What would happen to you without the law?
I don't know.
Is it possible? Over the Rochester business?
More than that, it's probable.
Then I'll go and change the sheets.
With no future.
Perhaps because of that.
And a steadfast woman graces the sight of God and man. Good afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Afternoon, Maine. Hello, Maine. You're in in rather a lot of trouble, I hear.
Looks like it.
I suppose you've come here to try and wiggle out of it.
Not entirely. Not at all, in fact.
So you admit, then, that this man, Clegg, did what Donovan said he did?
I can't deny it. Ask your solicitor.
So everything's going to be smooth and easy, isn't it?
No.
What do you want, Maine?
The usual meeting between interested parties, in which I would like to serve you formally with the cross petition, which Lady Rochester intends to bring against your own client's action for divorce.
You're not in any sort of position to do that, Maine. Well, not as I hear it. I'm told by Jeremy here that if Donovan is obliged to supply evidence in this divorce hearing, you'll probably go to prison.
On a conspiracy charge. It takes two to conspire, and Clegg was on his own.
Well, you'll most certainly be struck off.
Perhaps. But you're confusing things. There are two separate issues being dealt with here. One is my being struck off. That's immaterial. The other is my duty to my client, Lady Rochester. Until I am struck off, she's entitled to the best advice I can give.
So what does it say in this ridiculous cross thing?
Adultery on your part predating hers, Lord Rochester. Dates and places. Concentrated mostly on Copenhagen and Hamburg.
That's a bit thick. It doesn't count once you're on an airplane. Besides, there's no proof.
But there is, of the nastiest possible kind. Boys and girls come out to play in most permutations of it. Clegg's as good at his job as Donovan, perhaps better. The ground that should appeal to you most, my lord, is the next one. Cruelty, both mental and physical.
Rubbish. Or at least with cause.
Really? You mean no children? I shall call a gynecologist to give evidence of your wife's ability to bear children, and she will testify as to your own refusal to submit to tests. Clegg again.
If the bloody woman's saying I'm impotent, she knows better.
Impotent or sterile, very few people know the difference. Should do your reputation lots of good at mixed and fashionable gatherings.
It will have no effect whatsoever because no one will ever hear it. You know and I know that any specific reporting of divorce proceedings is forbidden. Only judges' comments.
Well, that's a relief. So do what you like, man.
The sort of settlement she's asking for will get reported, though. £1 million. Try that on for headline size.
It may be in the same newspaper as the account of your being struck off.
That's very shrewd, Lord Rochester. The two do go together. And all your friends can read about them. Nobody can publish divorce details, but there's no ban at all when a solicitor gets struck off. And I intend to make my defense very public indeed.
Keep going, Maine. Add blackmail to the list.
Why not? You remember the crash course lecture on the new divorce law? You were there. And a leading expert said solicitors would be unwise not to include all the old allegations. Would be unwise just to rely on irretrievable breakdown. He even said he was afraid that apparent consent under the new grounds could only be reached by a process of blackmail and counter-blackmail. You started it. I'm just keeping it up.
And saving your own skin into the bargain.
Not necessarily. I told you there were two separate issues. I'm not important. My client is. Until they take that certificate to practice off my wall, she's entitled to the full value for the money on my bill.
But it boils down to the same thing. You'd like it kept quiet.
My client would. She's asked you personally. So would you, now. And I don't really care. Believe me.
I intend to report you to the disciplinary committee of the Law Society in any event.
You do that. Ask Lord Rochester first, though.
Check. And counter-check. So, what do we do now?
Lose him first. I'll talk to Purcell Brown.
If you would, Donovan.
I blame you, Jeremy. You and Mama are all those contingencies and subsections and whatever. I presume you have some sort of terms.
No.
What?
I can tell you what I'm prepared to advise my client, informally.
Which includes, naturally, no evidence from Donovan about Clegg's activities and no proceedings against you.
Oh, I find all that very boring now, Jeremy. Maine's quite right about keeping things quiet. I don't mind ridicule, but I do object to unjustified ridicule. Maine?
Lady Rochester will not defend a divorce suit brought on the grounds of desertion and consent only. Subject to reasonable financial provision, of course.
£1 million?
That's when we were being noisy. I'm talking about a transfer of ownership of the Cheney Walk flat and an allowance of double the existing rate.
And that's £9,000.
A lot less than building society interest on $1 million. $500,000 even.
Oh, do go and find the forms, Jeremy, and show me where to sign. Sarah's a lot of things, but she's not greedy. Besides, it'll be useful to know where to go and look her up the odd evening in London.
So we're in agreement?
Yes.
Good.
It's still a lot of money.
Love costs money. Good or bad, past or present. It starts with a full moon, a May blossom, and it crawls out of the woodwork into a solicitor's office. It's not a sonnet anymore, it's a subsection. At least I can understand that. Good day.